There she is. Ross, get your light up here.
Keep back, don't scare her.
Movement!
Talk to me, Hudson!
I got signals, I got readings in front and behind.
There's nothing back here.
Look, I'm telling you, there's something moving and it ain't us.
Get them out of there!
How could they cut the power, man? They're animals. There's movement all over the place.
Aliens.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Cinemaniac Central. My name is Chris, and this is my review for James Cameron's Aliens. So, if you're just joining me, I did a review the other day for Ridley Scott's masterpiece, Alien, and so I'll have a link for that at the end of this video. But yeah, we're just a couple days away from the release of Alien Romulus, and I can't wait. I'm going to check it out tomorrow at 3 p.m. And so I'll have a review for that sometime tomorrow night or sometime Friday morning. Reviews have dropped for Alien Romulus, and so far they look pretty good. They're right at around 81% right now. It's got almost 100 reviews, and it's already been certified fresh. And I think that's pretty much the fastest that any movie has ever been certified fresh, and that I can think of. So that's great that it's getting really positive reviews. But yeah, excited for Alien Romulus. Can't wait to check that out. But yeah, with Aliens, this is the sequel to Ridley Scott's masterpiece, which is widely loved by many of fans of the Alien franchise. Pretty much it's like the equivalent of I mentioned this in my Alien video, that Aliens is basically the equivalent of Terminator 2 in the Terminator franchise. Most people enjoy Aliens over the original, even though Alien is fantastic. It's just Aliens is a lot more action-packed and has a lot of visceral horror and is ultimately terrifying, but it still has that claustrophobic tension there. But you have a lot more entertaining characters and a more badass Sigourney Weaver, which this is the movie that really cemented her as an action heroine. And so, for me personally, like I said, I'm a casual fan of the Alien franchise. I've never been huge on it, which I just kind of really got into it with these rewatches. And I've only rewatched the first 4 movies. I haven't gotten around to checking out to rewatching Alien vs. Predator, Requiem, or Prometheus, or Covenant. So I'm going to get into that probably this weekend when I get ready for my ranking, which I will have sometime this weekend as well. So but yeah, with Aliens, you have Ellen Ripley, who has awoken 57 years later, and she is sent to the same alien vessel by this corporation that's one of the representatives, Carter Burke, played by Paul Reiser, is basically sending her there along with a group of Marines to try to rescue a group of colonists that were staying there, only discover that they have been wiped out, that they're dead. And yeah, this is where, and then later on in the film, of course, Ripley discovers another ulterior motive, which basically Carter Burke was behind the entire time. But yeah, Sigourney Weaver, honestly, I think is fantastic in this movie. I think she gives a better performance. I love her in the first Alien, but she's just even better here. And like I said, this cements her as an action heroine, and it's just a fantastic performance that she gives. Aside from that, you have these Marines that are loaded with well-known stars. You have Michael Biehn, who is kind of like the second in command. Hicks, he's fantastic. His little chemistry he has with Sigourney Weaver throughout the movie is actually pretty cool. It's pretty good. It kind of hints at a few things there. You also have Bill Paxton, who for me is a real standout here as Hudson. He's kind of the annoying type that's always kind of bitching about something, but he's just hilarious. And there's a funny knife scene involving him and Lance Henriksen. Did a little knife trick with the in between the fingers, and and he's like, ah! It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, and then you got Jeanette Goldstein, who was in Terminator 2, Titanic, and several other movies, but she's really been associated with James Cameron movies. And so, yeah, I think she's great as Vasquez. And, of course, Paul Reiser in here as well, who is our secondary antagonist to the xenomorphs and the facehuggers. And, yeah, well, basically, yeah, I think that he gives a really good performance as well. You know, his performance, I think he turns out to be the kind of the secondary bad guy here, who basically was trying to get Ripley impregnated. And so, yeah, that was basically his whole motive really was just to get money. Was financial gain. You know, he wanted to get the alien specimens back to the lab so they could be studied and everything. And yeah, he didn't care about the fact that, you know, people died, these colonists that got killed over it and everything, and that he was willing to sacrifice all of them just to get what he wants. And so, yeah, and he got what he deserved. And also, I think one of the biggest things about this movie though is the bond that Ripley forms with Newt, played by Carrie, Henn. And this is like an orphan who lost her parents to these facehuggers or the xenomorphs. And so now basically, you know, Ripley becomes like the surrogate mother to Newt, which I love this bond that they form together, and it's really great. And so, yeah, I love it. Just from start to finish, man, this movie is just a thrill-a-minute, action-packed, kick-ass sequel. It is, like I said, it as opposed to the first movie, it's not a slow burn. It just gets right to the point, and it doesn't stop. And I mean, the movie is over 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 16 minutes, but honestly, you don't feel it because it's such an entertaining and action-packed, thrilling movie, and I love it. It's, like I said, for someone that's just a mildly casual fan of the franchise, rewatching it for like only the second time in my entire life in full the other day, I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's great. Like I said, I enjoy it a bit more than I do the original Alien. But yeah, I give Aliens a 9.5 out of 10. But that's just my thoughts on Aliens. What is your favorite film in the franchise? What do you think about Aliens? Let me know in the comment down below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I'll have a link for my Alien review at the end of this video. You don't forget to check that out. I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you next time.